What is up, folks? Welcome back to the low budget LCS. It's Labor Day. My name's LaChance, and I am blessed to be joined by the Bigfoot himself. What's up, man?
What's up? Oh, you know, just laboring. Psych! Have not at all today. Because ironically, it's called Labor Day. But you're not supposed to labor. It's for the labor movement, not the celebration of working itself, the celebration of the absence of too much work. Or the absence of, yes, I said it right.
Yeah, it's a little bit of confusing, some backwards advertising there. But we are gonna get right into it. Draft is live, coming out hot here. Oh, what's up? Welcome to the zoo. It's zebra time. Hell yeah, Jelly. I actually went to a zoo recently. A zebra, of course.
He's allowed back.
And I am allowed back. Zebra, jungler of the Naughty Boys here. We'll see what goes down today. All right, what do you think of these bans so far, Bigfoot?
I am a little behind. Oh, never mind. I found the link to the bans. Sorry, had to look at the stream. So let's look at the bans here. Teemo has to be a couple of these have to be pocket picks, right? So I see 3 champions, 2.5 that are pretty strong, which is Ivern, Nico, and Samira to a degree. Kindred for sure is a target ban. And Ivern and Viego probably are as well. Or not, sorry, Teemo and Viego probably are as well. Looking at the picks, Jarvan. So Jarvan is unreal strong right now. Obviously it's a fairly new patch and the meta's still shifting and people are still doing their own thing, but it seems like Jarvan is going to be the big S tier jungler after the new changes, which I will get into in a little bit, but just know that Jarvan is really strong. Poppy is a great counter to Jarvan and has been a fairly steady, strong jungler for a while. But Jarvan, the new build with the new item changes, and Jarvan is actually crazy. I actually played a game with it last night. It's disgusting. Ashe and Ezreal, pretty classic. Thresh, classic. These drafts are really good so far.
Ashe, pretty strong right now, too, as I recall. Pretty meaty. Nice. Ooh, interesting.
Leona would be interesting. Leona is a little...
Oh, they're just letting us know. They can play a lot. This is, of course, the Captain Zelius bouncing around on these hovers. Ending on that Zyra. Leads me to believe that that's Zyra support based off the other hovers, but maybe that was a trick. Maybe it was a trap.
I don't think they're going that deep into the Trixie Trapsies. They could, but I would doubt it. I think that is just going to be a Zyra support. I'm glad that's where they landed. I don't think the other ones they hovered were as good. Zyra is an incredibly strong support right now, too. Both teams have a pretty strong read on the meta. If you're just going by sort of general win rates, we are looking at Jarvan, Zyra, I think Ashe, and maybe even Ezreal as very strong champions in the meta right now. And Poppy is just a great pick as a counter pick into the Jarvan, and Thresh, always pretty good. But Jarvan, Zyra, and Ashe in particular are really strong power picks on this patch. We see a Varus and a Gangplank ban coming from the Naughty Boys, and a Camille and Darius ban coming from the Rift Royals. Banning out the Varus is interesting. That must be going towards mid because Ashe is already shown. Gangplank is obviously a top ban. And Rift Royals just banning out the lane that they, I guess, wanted to ban out, which appeared to be top, though top lane does lock in Cassante as an answer. Cassante also fairly strong right now. Not only is Cassante...
Ooh! That Quinn hover had me interested. I haven't seen that one in a little while.
Riven would be
no
crazy
fucking way.
Here. I think they're just hovering.
Get the fuck out of here. I mean, I would love that. Personally, I'd love... But I mean, there's no way. Okay. There it is. Oh, Mordekaiser's real fucking strong right now. Yeah. God damn it. Yeah, and this is our executive league, right? This is the peak performance, the most powerful players we have. The creme de la creme. We've, taken a small burner and toasted the top of this creme brulee here just for you. And we've got You're welcome, of course. We're not the cooks in the restaurant, but we're certainly the waiters. Zarath.
Zarath is very good here.
I also love the color palette of the Rift Royals. They've got a blue and gold
logo.
logo.
Throws it a little, but
no, that's great.
Got the gem in the crown.
Literally
surrounded by all of them.
No, literally look at the logo for them and look at the if you look at screen and then at stream and then you look at the rest. The Jarvan is the crown. Yeah. They've drafted their logo.
It's over.
Listen, I'm certain this isn't a case of us finding patterns that aren't really there, but
it's over. It's over.
That's incredible.
It's written in the stars.
That was so distracting. I didn't even notice the Azir get locked in.
It doesn't. Honestly, it doesn't matter.
Damn, Rift Royals drafting their logo, something I've never seen before. Truly a color palette win. We'll have to see how the play comes together. Oh, I'm gonna fucking do the other part of my job here. We're gonna start a prediction. Who will win game 1? Folks, if this is your first time tuning into the yes?
Can you imagine betting against a team that drafted its logo?
Pretty wild. We'll see. But of course, is Bigfoot trying to manipulate the Schmeckel predictions?
We all know that I have no ability to do that, because here's the real advice. What you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to take all of your Schmeckles.
He loves saying this. It's
bet them all.
It's a fucking horrible. How many you got right now?
Oh, how many do I have? I have 396.
And how long have you been a part of the low budget LCS?
Not very long. I also
That's a fucking lie
about it.
That is an absolute fucking lie.
There's actually I did post my subscription streak in the chat, so you can see that
40
after that much time I have less than 400 Schmeckles.
40.
But here's the thing, it's not my fault, because I just need to hit once, and it's coming.
Dude,
I'm due.
You're an addict. You say I've got a gambling problem. You're ridiculous.
You do have a gambling problem.
I don't have a gambling problem. I haven't bet any money. How could I have a gambling problem? Let's play poker right after this. I just learned the rules last week, guys, but I'm fine.
But he really likes it.
KYB Cat saying LBLCS OF link coming soon. Absolutely, check your DMs. It's already there. Brandon saying Azir into EF is not it, Chief. Hey, nothing ever is until it is. We're gonna see what happens right here. Yeah, Jelly Special's got it. Just dodge the skill shots. That's it.
It's so simple. It's so simple.
Just dodge it. Don't get hit. You're not gonna be in any trouble. Easy.
Yeah, I do think.
Easy.
I do think the Azir was an interesting choice at the end. I almost wonder if they're sort of like seeding lane prio for some late game scaling and the ability to kind of get into the backline with like a shuffle. But yeah, lane wise, it's not the greatest matchup, but you can't always look at things in a vacuum like that. Not everything is as simple as the lane 1v1. And Azir does scale pretty well and is kind of far back and safe into the Jarvan. So honestly, both carries for Naughty Boys are able to keep the Jarvan at bay. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm interested in what lane we see our junglers play around.
Gatatsu Zero.
Pretty good options.
Gatatsu Zero has it. Couldn't have said it better myself. 100% of gambling addicts just quit before they hit it big. You're so right, dude. You're so right. It's gonna be fine, guys. Rescued.
Yeah.
Ninja. Oh, rescued redeemed the hunk. Ninja. Waith of Rift Royals. Hold on. Let me look around. Oh, I need to grab my fucking.
It's the mid.
We're using some. These are some. This is Rift Royals' first season in our league, so welcome.
And is this their first streamed game as well?
This is their first streamed game. This is both teams' first league games. Oh, hello, Sammy Two Slap. Thank you so much for the Prime sub.
What up?
And their message, Daddy LeChance, I finally hit gold. Sammy, I am so proud of you, son.
He's gonna let you back in the house now.
And now, Jesus, that took a dark turn. But yes, you are allowed back into the house as well. Another one I missed, Aqueous. Thank you so much for being the newest investor in the low budget LCS. We appreciate your follow here. And Barty coming in, redeeming a caster compliment. Oh, Barty, it's so easy to compliment you because of all the TikTok jazz that you've done. You've made some really, really cool shit. You've let your creative mind dance around. And yeah, I mean, folks, check out the LBLCS TikTok for some of the little clips that we've got from some past games. What's up, man? Okay, we're a minute and 46 seconds away from.
Let me take a minute and 43 seconds.
Wait, no, I've got a game.
Jarvan build.
Okay, go for it. No, you do it. My thing's.
No. I will give you leftover time for the game. Don't worry. We can do both. Best of both worlds. Let's Hannah Montana this. So,
all right.
With some changes to specifically a couple of items that Jarvan wants to build, you're probably going to see the following first two items from Jarvan, which are absolutely disgusting. We're going to see a Gore Drinker, which is helpful, keeps them alive, does some damage, normal stuff, not a bunch. You're going to see him go Spear of Sojin second. Spear of Sojin is so strong on Jarvan right now. It reduces the ability of all of his reduces the cooldown of all of his abilities.
Got a minute.
But in particular, the way that they've balanced this new Spear of Sojin is that abilities that are immobilizing abilities don't get the cooldown reduced as much, but Jarvan's abilities, none of them are immobilizing in and of themselves other than the ult. So he gets full benefit from the ability haste, and you're just, when you build that, you're just zipping around EQing like 4 or 5 times a team fight.
Hell yeah. I saw you play it the other day.
It was ridiculous.
Absolutely wild.
You never die, and everyone's knocked up. What's the game?
Okay, here's the game. Bigfoot, I texted you earlier today, and I asked you, what is your favorite drive-through? Your favorite drive-through fast food place, and you responded with McDonald's. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the very quick pre-game game show. How well do you love or know your favorite fast food place? Bigfoot,
the best one. Great.
Let's
go.
I have in front of me a picture of the drive-through menu at McDonald's. Now, you might know that there are 7 numbered combo meals, and I'm wondering how many of those can you accurately produce?
This is going to be tricky because I don't do combos when I go fast food. I have my own custom tailor-made order for myself. However, I will take a stab at it.
Do you know what the #1 combo meal is?
I would imagine it is a Big Mac with soda and fries.
It is a Big Mac with soda and fries. You can now proceed to the #2. Do you know what the #2 combo meals at McDonald's is?
So I'm wondering if they pull their McNuggets card this early in the menu, and I don't think they do.
Nobody in chat say anything, by the way.
I'm not looking at the chat. The game's full screen now. We're on the load screen.
You've gotten 1 so far. 1 point for Bigfoot.
7 of them. Is it like a McChicken? No. Is it a McDouble?
It is not. Smoke 1v9 is absolutely right. It is a quarter pounder. That is the #2.
Pounder. I never order a quarter pounder.
Would you? Now you've gotten 1 point, and you've gotten 1 wrong.
Yeah.
Would you like to take a stab at the #3, or would you like to keep your point?
Will I lose my point?
I'm making up the rules as we go along, so maybe.
So here's the thing. I don't know here's what I will say, and you can tell me how many points I get for the rest of this.
Okay.
I'm fairly certain 2 of them on this menu are a McChicken and a Chicken McNuggets meal. And they go in that order. There might be stuff in between, there might be stuff before or after, but I'm pretty sure the McChicken comes before the McNuggets, and there's a Happy Meal. The Happy Meal actually is probably separate on the combos.
You're embarrassing yourself. It's called
McNuggets comes first?
it's called a McCrispy, first of all.
Oh, sure, okay.
Cranky, Frank, TM, have you guys considered starting a Wild Rift League? I'll tell you what, Cranky Frank, we'll consider anything. Holy shit. These guys running at each other super fast. I've currently sped up the time controls. We are current here as Rift Royals pushes into the top side. Wild.
I do have sped up. I'm at 48, 49, 50 seconds.
Excellent. Likewise. Okay, my brain can only do so many things at once.
Hold on, McCrispy?
It's... Oh, did I?
That's fake news.
Uh-oh. How do I get this?
Oof. It's got a whiff of outside air walking past a window, and it is muggy out.
Okay, now, no. How do I do this backwards again? Interesting.
Well, I'll paint a picture with my words as I'm in. Zir and Zerath laning against one another.
It's...
Bot lanes laning against one another.
It seems to have... No, they can see. It's just
great.
the overlay isn't great. So we're going to leave it like this until I figure out what exactly is going on. Quaz back in the league. All right, so we've got a fresh team in the LBLCS with a lot of old names here. Quaz, part of the team who won the very first season of the LBLCS, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, absolutely. I believe it was Iron Miners, or maybe that was the Silver Drillers? No, I think it was the Iron Miners.
Who's to say?
Anyways, level 2 advantage for that Azir right there, getting a little bit of poke. Down. Talk to me about these jungle paths. Where do you think we're going to see numero uno ganks?
It seems like both junglers have opted for a full clear. Both of these junglers are junglers that could either full clear or level 3 gank. They both are deciding to do a full clear, and they're both pathing bottom. Jarvan is probably a little more invested in ganking and has a little bit better gank support from their laners at this point in the game. So I wouldn't be surprised if Jarvan hits level 4 and starts moving bottom. I will say with the priority that Naughty Boys have both mid and bottom, if Jarvan and Poppy try to fight over the scuttle, which is also possible after they do their full clear, then Azir, Zyra, and Ezreal are all able to get there a little bit faster in the current wave position. So we'll see if either team tries to affect that before it's happening, but it looks like Naughty Boys, Quaz, and PB Bears are just shoving this lane in. They probably are going to want to support this Poppy down bottom. Jarvan does finish the clear significantly faster. He's pretty low. He hits level 4. There's a great ward in the try. I think Poppy's going to get 6 camps and the
Oh,
scuttle.
here we go. Yeah, Thresh pulling somebody in right there.
Go on it.
Let's see if anything else comes from it. Kingslayer walking up and around, but Quaz, PP Bears looking to absolutely slam them against the wall. A great flag and drag, but does Kingslayer have the flash? Looks like they do. Camera pans away, but they are able to get out. Great rotation.
That's the priority I was talking about. A nice fight here from Desired and Papa Trey. Zebra.
Oh, a great hook coming into it. Desired looking for Quaz right here, but Papa Trey is rooted up, trying to get these autos in a flash forward. It gets that first blood, gets the kill, and Desired sees. Listen, ADC's going down, but I don't have to right here. That was a great trade. Ashe gets first blood, but dies. How do you feel about that?
I'd rather be Ezreal here, but not by a lot, and Ashe can translate this.
Look at this in the top lane.
Well.
Tarded dashing away here. Mordekaiser not able to pull him back in. Nice dip ducking and dodging. Makes their way back to tower.
So this early in the game, the gold on the Ashe is going to be a little bit more effective in lane because Ezreal is probably going to want to buy earlier items that don't translate as well into that kind of sort of aggressive damage in lane. Yeah, like the tier is just a stacking item.
Sure.
Ashe able to get those long swords is going to be nice. But Ezreal actually got a little bit more farm, gets that sheen. I think that Ezreal is made out better in this trade. And that's off of the priority I was talking about before, right? Poppy was able to get into the river. There was no way that anyone else was able to get there faster than the Zyra and the Ezreal, and it ended up being a scuttle, a flash, and it turned into a pretty good one-for-one trade.
Is Desired going to look for a hook here?
I think you might be a little behind me.
Let's find out.
I'm at 5:14.
I'm at 5:20. If you just go to the time controls and hit plus until you get to the end.
I did that and then it froze.
Yeah, it's a fun little feature, folks at home. When you spectate a game at a random amount of time into spectating, it'll just boot you out and ask you if you want to reconnect. So when the screen went black there, that's what you were witnessing.
Well, this is a fairly new game in early access, so we'd imagine before release most of these kinks are all ironed out.
Oh, yeah. But that won't be for a couple years now.
No.
Dragon is up. It's Ocean Drake, as long as we don't have that spectator bug where it always shows you the wrong dragon. But it does seem like it's Ocean Drake. Which soul, do you think there are any souls here that are more advantageous to either team composition?
Well, we know Ocean's off the table, which I would tell you is pretty good for both teams, honestly. But I think Infernal Drake is good. Both teams have some pretty sizable poke elements to their comp. That would be...
Here we go, Naughty Boys potentially collapsing onto this dragon. We've got 2 people in the pit and a lot more members of the Naughty Boys on the way. Zelius coming in, tries to go for a Shurima shuffle, but not able to connect, but that's all right. Zebra's here as well. They get the dragon too. And that was a great play for the Naughty Boys. The collapse, the mobility you were talking about before really coming into play.
Yeah, Naughty Boys is using this priority incredibly well, and this is exactly what I expect from them. I don't know much about Rift
Hook connects onto Zelius. Desired lands it perfectly. A little bit of a pause. That's the spectator client once again. Boy, what is up with this client?
Yeah, I think just let it rock. I'm not using the plus or minus. I'm just going to leave it at... I'm at 712 now.
I will speed up.
16, 17, 18. I think just leave it at this. Ooh, Flash Hook does not land from Thresh, and Poppy is here to maybe make him pay. A fight in the top at the same time. Jarvan is able to smite that Scuttle Crab, and it seems like the fight in the middle has turned to nothing but at the bottom. Ashe is falling very low. Flash Hook from Ezreal gets the kill. That's 2 kills over for the Ezreal to Ashe's 1. Ashe backs and gets the boots, but Ezreal is able to push this wave, is able to crash it and maybe get a plate or 2. All of a sudden, Quads and PB Bears off of really good lane play, really good roams from Poppy, and really good skirmishing has now turned this into a pretty substantial lead. But the fights keep going. A hook and a play from Thresh. Nice Poppy W to stop them. I don't think this is a common thing, but a flash to stop the Jarvan EQ. Jarvan goes under turret. The Poppy dies. I don't think Jarvan's going to be made to pay for that as Zelius is out of mana, and a nice kill onto the enemy jungler.
Okay, people were able to see some of that. Sorry, folks. This is all spectator stuff. We're going to do everything we can here to make sure that you can catch as much of the action as possible. Damn, we're just watching this fight right now where Zebra gets taken down. Zelius getting these autos in over the wall. An action-packed minute there. Here, Bigfoot, I've actually got a solution. I'm going to stream on Discord, and then we'll be able to watch the same thing. All right, we are putting together solutions on the fly here. Excellent. Bear with us. All right.
I'm in.
We're back. Beautiful.
Great.
You'll be able to see pauses and all.
Phenomenal. Okay, getting our
Oh my god.
Nice smite.
God, oh my god,
the
wait a
hero
second. That was really good. Kingslayer giving the thumbs up, acknowledging, hey, that was pretty impressive.
Jarvan has had 0% uptime on Flash this game. Since he flashed in that fight in the bottom pit, I'm pretty sure his Flash has been down almost every second.
I mean, a testament to Zebra, right? And both times have been these great collapses where Zebra has been involved and, you know, slamming him against the walls, and he's got to get out of there somehow.
Yes.
Wraith doing a good job here. CSN keeping pretty even with the Azir. Desired over the wall, lands the hook. They go over the wall as well. That's a flag and drag. There it is, the ult too, but oh, nice build rat. The Mordekaiser gets it over the wall, even as they're being knocked away by the Poppy ult.
A nice Q, yeah. So gold is dead even now.
Papa Trey Oh, misses the ult right there, finding themselves in a 1v2 onto Quaz, trying to get these autos off. They're going to try and trade at least 1-for-1, but PP Bears, this Ezreal, getting the damage down. And oh my god, the flash away from Papa Trey. A good dodge, dodges the Q. Oh my god, dodges the ult too! Zelius is on the way, I don't know if he gets out. He's trying to play with the vision. He does get taken down, but that was incredible. And a great hook here from Desired, landing it, weaving in the autos. Trying to get this kill, but they've got, there it is, the Shurima shuffle, point blank ult here. The 2v1 right here, can he get the damage down? That blast cone actually maybe saving him, dodging him from some damage, doing as much as he can with the autos. Such close corner fighting here.
Those are some real slim margins for both teams in this fight, but Bois is huge now. 5-0 on this Ezreal, is able to skip a lot of that sort of awkward early part of the Ezreal builds where you are gathering power and scaling up, and all of a sudden he's going to back after this plate probably, and he might even have finished Triforce.
God, yeah, he's going to be jacked. God, we live really close. Look at Desired. Look at this. Hex Flash over the wall.
He's got him.
Oh, the hook so close. So close. Teemo's away. God, Zebra is just on point.
Zebra, yeah. Zebra was mad that they lost they are red.
Right.
To the Jarvan, so took that one in revenge.
100%, 100%.
Yeah, Ezreal did get that Triforce. This is an enormous power spike for PB Bears.
100%. Gold, though, is relatively close, right? We're only looking at a couple hundred down here.
Yeah, it's gonna...
Where it is matters, right?
It's top, right? Like, the big difference, yeah. So Mordekaiser's got the biggest disparity. A little bit in the mid lane and in the jungle as well, but the bot
Papa
lane
Trey ghosting away right here. The flag and drag. It is going to be a 2v3. That's an ult onto Quaz too. Desired coming down. Papa Trey doing his best. Going down quite low. That last auto from PP Berries gets it. Quaz dies too, and it looks like Kingslayer might be in trouble, but oh no! That was so close. Bildrat now in a 1v3. We've got Zerath as backup, but Zelius is coming around too, looking to go over the wall. Oh, a flash away. Good dodging that Shurima shuffle. Bildrat forcing a flash from the Zelius, not able to make it over the wall. Running back to the tower right here, doing everything they can, but they're going to get slammed up against the wall by the Poppy. What a long fight.
Ezreal has 8 kills. They played that slowly so PB Bears could get all of those kills. They kept the Mordekaiser against the wall and waited for the Ezreal Q. They are putting their eggs in the PB Bears basket.
Yes. Absolutely.
And it is overflowing with eggs.
True.
It's so many eggs.
The cornucopia overfloweth. A nice hook over the walls, throws the lantern, but they're finding themselves maybe a little bit outnumbered right here. Zelius going quite low. Papa Trey wants these kills, finding himself stuck between a rock and a hard place. Kingslayer, though, is here. Got to back up. They just don't have the numbers advantage, and it looks like bot tower is going to fall momentarily.
Yeah, he's going to just finish this wave and knock it over. This is going to be 5 full plates over to Naughty Boys, and I think 2 or 3 of them have been solo plates for... No way. Okay.
Oh, that was close. This has been quite the game so far. Bildrat leveled down against the Cassante right here, gains that last level, says, hey, come here, we can get this done. Now I can duel ya. That is a lot of damage coming out of Mordekaiser, but Quaz is walking around right here as well. Jarden's here too. Can he get the kill? Tarded is going to live through it. They're going to turn on Quaz and get that kill. Oh, so close. So close.
So close. Poppy's there to support, but that was a really nice play to just answer right back.
Wait, look at Desired. PP Bear's going forward. Oh, he's going to cleanse it too. One more auto should do it. There is just non-stop fights all over the place. Desired, the 1v1 right here. Can he get the autos in? He gets the shield, but PP Bears is too strong. Absolutely nuts.
So Rift Royals absolutely has to do what they're doing here. They need to know that they need to play around their strong side, which is top lane. Ezreal's just going to run away with it. You can't worry about it now. You got to hit the snooze button a little bit. You got to get gold onto your players other places, because if you keep running into the wall that is PP Bears, you are going to just keep losing. So the kill top was great. They didn't get that turret. They put a little too much bottom. I'd like to see them split the map a little bit more evenly, because like you said, until the last couple of fights, gold was only a few hundred. Now all of a sudden it's almost 4K to Naughty Boys because they're fighting where they are.
That plant interaction, Quaz forced to flash. They know if Bildrat gets them in their clutches, they are going to go down. Cloud 17, what's up? We're watching a pretty wild game of League of Legends right here. Desired rooted, they're going to get slammed, but an amazing flay. Not enough tanky stats, though. And we're looking at the level of damage.
Hard, right?
Yeah, dude, I felt that. I was like, come on, man. That's the level of damage that we're dealing with right now, right? You know, Desired gets caught out. Dawn, half a second, right? Any amount of CC lands, and it's rough. Wraith trying to get back, trying to get out of there. Sorry for that alarm. I hit snooze instead of stop. Yeah, Zerath is going to give them that opportunity, right? Bildrat looking for the 1v1. As you were saying, Quaz could be some tasty gold. Wraith going to take a lot of damage. PP Bear's over the wall, and even though Quaz is such low health, it's almost a trap. Now PP Bears, who is stuck in this cage with whom? PP Bear's over the wall again. Dude.
He's so big.
Absolutely.
He can honestly stick with it. He can stick with it. He does not have to worry about anything
No.
now.
And that Cataclysm turned out to be more of a prison for the Jarvan than anybody else. A great flash from Papa Trey. That was amazing. Trying to get out of range of the Sand Soldiers. Bildrat deciding, can I do the 1v2? Well, PP Bears is here. They're going to go for Zebra.
Doesn't knock him very far inside of his own ult.
That's true. They're just going to hang out on opposite ends.
Does save his life. Yeah, that was a really nice play from Zelius, but an even better flash from Papa Trey. That was perfectly timed. If he was a little later on that, he's just dead.
100%.
So Rip Royals really need to start figuring out ways to get trades to their advantage, and I don't know exactly what that's going to look like because I just cannot overstate how strong PP Bears is right now.
It's 11-0-3. It's been, you know, it's 16.5 minutes into this game, right? We're looking at what could be feasibly end game KDA on this Ezreal, and it's just
if
that's
I
some
ended
CC.
a game
Hold on, Zelius gonna dash forward. Kingslayer coming in. Do they have the ult available to them? Cataclysm is not up just yet, but they're gonna flash forward. They want to get this kill, and look who's teleporting in. Let's see.
Tarded.
There it is, Tarded. A 2v1, they could win. These are the kinds of plays they need. But PP Bear is on the way. Absolutely the hero of the game so far. This Ezreal has been absolutely monstrous, and Wraith is on the wrong side of the conflict, to say the least right here. Let's see, just some auto should do it. Cassante is going to get that kill. I love, great hook landing right there. Papa Trey, but the arrow just misses, just barely.
If you're, I think this is what you were alluding to before, but if you're Naughty Boys, you're very happy the last few kills are going on anyone other than Ezreal, because you do really want to index that gold other places. Zelius got 2, Tarded just got 1. This is really helpful for them, and they are up almost 7,000 gold now. No, 6.5.
PP Bears has
I'm doing
like
math terribly. They're up 5.
3,500 more gold.
Yeah.
Than the next highest.
Yeah. Which can be good. Well, is good. It's objectively good. But it does mean that if he misplays, if he gets caught, if he dies for some reason, the rest of the team is not quite in as good of a position as he is. So they might conceivably lose the ensuing fight.
100%.
Though that is not a guarantee by any means.
No, absolutely. Desired gonna poke in a little bit. Quaz.
Quaz. Oh my God, that was disrespectful.
Absolutely nuts. Goodness gracious.
That was cold. That was cold.
Well, let's see. Okay. Not gonna flag and drag over. Gonna fake him out.
Forward? Does he E forward? Yes, he does.
Of course he does. He's fearless.
Yeah, he's got the Zyra and the Poppy with him, and Zelius is around too, who's also helpful for Peel. Ezreal should be, if you're this fed, the right way to play. If you're in good at Ezreal, is this far forward.
Yes.
You do really want to sort of front line.
100%. Look at Zelius over the wall.
Yeah, he's got to be up in their face. Shooting Qs,
and they've got a Rift Herald
hovering over the E every second they're there.
Oh, Hex Flash over. Oh my God, they kind of switched places right there. But Papa Trey actually not in a bad spot. Getting these autos off, but the health bars are just so big. Nice. Kingslayer is able to get those wolves.
That was unlucky for Desired.
Normology. Low budget LCS. Interesting. What ranks are these teams? This is our executive league. This is our highest rank. We have... how we do it is every player gets a rating. Then you have a point total. Look at that. PP Bear's over the wall. Did he get that Gromp?
I don't know. It doesn't matter, though, because it's about the message.
No, it doesn't. Absolutely. Yeah, no, it is more about messages. And speaking of messages, nothing sends a message more than starting a Baron exactly on spawn. The question is, can we get a Xerath steal right here? Throws one, throws two, just a probe. There's number 3. Oh my god, there actually was... Jesus. Ezreal.
Yeah.
The amount
He's
of
got
damage.
3 items now.
The kid's good, what can you say? You know?
Yeah, it's also Mountain Drake, which is... I mean, if you're this far ahead, it's just going to be even more annoying because you become that much more unkillable.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
So they're 2 minutes away from Soul. They get a 20-minute Baron on the nose, pick up a kill around the pit as well. It goes back on Ezreal. Ezreal now has 3.5 items.
I spent a lot of time talking about how awesome that Jarvan 2-item build is now, and he hasn't even finished tier 2 boots.
Wild.
Which, because he's not even that far behind. It's just how fast Ezreal is.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's 100% what that's indicative of, is just Ezreal's having a pop-off game.
And they're playing around him really well. This all stems from how much priority they had in the bottom to start the game, and how well Zebra played around that bottom river, and how well Naughty Boys played those skirmishes. They were able to snowball all of those team fight wins and trades into a huge Ezreal, which has turned way down the line into a 20-minute Baron.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Bit of a duel happening up here in the top lane. Both pretty fat health bars and shields. Bildrat starting to walk away a little bit. Tarded really taking their time. And they've just got to clear out minions at this point, right? This is Zelius going in for the Sarima shuffle, but a nice dodge by Wraith right there. The flag and drag. That's an Ash ult over the wall. Hold on a second. Quaz going quite low. Zelius is taken out of the fight. A flash away. That's still going to be 2 of them down. Kingslayer does go down in the end. Oh, Bildrat in some trouble right here. Let's see if he can get back to tower, but he cannot. That's a 3 for 2. That was a pretty successful fight for the Rift Royals, but even with that, PP Bear still lives through it all.
It was okay. There was a little bit of sort of over-eagerness from Naughty Boys. They probably could have finagled that sort of macro situation without losing 2 people, but it ends up working in their favor, even if it wasn't as much in their favor as they want.
PP Bear's going in, eating forward. Doesn't get the kill just yet.
Hungry.
Flashing forward. PP Bears wants it. Takes 2 turret shots for the attempt.
He's feeling himself now.
Desired.
Which would be nice to have that kind of confidence, but could be lead to some overcommitments. Seems like the Azir's TPing in for this dragon, which is spawning in 4 seconds. PP Bear's probably going to finish off this turret, although it seems like he's having much more fun poking than actually taking the objective. But the minions will take it anyway. They're all going to rotate over to this dragon. This is going to be a Mountain Soul for Naughty Boys. The Hawk Shot's going to be way too late to matter. I don't think Jarvan's going to be able to get there in time, and Poppy does have Smite. So unless there is a catastrophic misplay...
You know, peace of mind. There it is. Nice Shurima shuffle, serving the Thresh up on a serving platter right there, getting some damage across, but the Ezreal ult dealing so much damage onto the Xerath, even in this choke point. Look at that. Great Cataclysm ult. Quaz, maybe in a little bit of trouble. One more auto should do it. Flashing forward, pop a tree. Oh my god! one auto would have taken it down.
Yeah. That's crazy. But very, but this is kind of what I was talking about before. If you're this fed on Ezreal and you're really trying to make the most out of it, you do need to have the positioning like that. You are playing on razor-thin margins.
Absolutely.
Which is what he's doing, and it's working. He didn't die that fight.
No, not at all. Xerath,
you can live with 1 health.
Oh my god. Dude, Ezreal has plot armor this game.
I think he just leveled up.
Oh my god. Was that a
barrier
that was thrown? No, couldn't have been. Okay, fight breaking out underneath this tower. Zelius trying to get away, but Bildrat is going to collect that kill. That's a 1-for-1. Even trades are wins when you are behind sometimes.
100%.
Tarded finding himself in a 1v3 right here. Papa Trey's got to stay safe, but Tarded's going to do everything they can to stop that great ult right there. Going unstoppable. Kasante is going to do everything they can to get to Papa Trey, but they get the shutdown onto the Ashe, and it's non-stop fighting. Hey, folks, let me just let you know, we've seen a lot of games of League of Legends, and yes, chaos can sometimes be an ally, and when you're behind and you're like, hey, listen, who knows what's going to happen? Oh, PP Bear's coming over. Lots of damage getting done, waiting for the rest of the team. Very nice. Love to see a good Lantern play. All I'm trying to say is non-stop fighting could actually benefit the Rift Royals.
At this point, anything could, because the alternative is slowly dying.
That's true. 100%. You got to make something happen. Zebra. Slamming Thresh right against the wall there. Think you got to go up instead of down. Almost certainly. Another headbutt.
Angle.
God. Zebra showing absolute mastery. Walking forward, getting those autos off. Gotta go full sicko mode. Let's see. Holding the base down.
I honestly, the Azir tower is going to be nice.
Nice! Great! PP Bear steps up! Oh, he's not down yet! Finally dead. First death of the game. The rest of the fight's gonna break out. Zelly's taking a lot of turret shots right there. Papa Trey in the back line has to get to safety. Zelly's one more auto will do it. Bildrat comes out of his ult right there. Gonna flash back to under his tower. Gotta clear those minions. Look at that Quaz now taking some of the damage, and they're gonna go down. Bildrat, such a monster. Raid boss status up here in the front line. Tarded now has to be the focus of all the damage that Rift Royals can bring to bear, because Zebra's just sort of dancing in the backline, waiting for a moment. He's gonna dive in, but he goes down, and the Rift Royals in the 26th minute of the game find a win on a team fight. 4-for-1. Never give up, never surrender.
That is exactly the way back into this game. Find Ezreal a little out of position, and that's where all the gold is. He steps a little too far up. Ashe instantly catches him with an ult, which is followed up directly after by everything that Rift Royals have. Ezreal dies before the fight really gets going. It is a testament to how strong Naughty Boys are that the fight kept going, and it was still kind of close.
Oh, yeah.
But even with those margins, you see Rift Royals take the win on that team fight. The gold evens up a little bit, but most importantly, they get breathing room.
Absolutely. Sorry, back to the game. Another ridiculous fun spectator bug. Ashe Arrow does connect right here. We've got the Baron down to 3,000 gold. Quaz dropping in the ult too. The Baron going down to 2,000 as well. Zelius kills Bildrat right there. Zebra's getting some autos being poured onto him right there. That's still Baron at 2K. A great Cataclysm cutting off the rest of the team. Papa Trey doing his best right here, fighting against the world. And BB Bears actually goes, so low. One more auto would do it. But he's not able to get taken down in the very end. And it's just going to be the Zerath left
Baron
up.
lived.
Baron lived. Uh-oh. Good flash right there. If Kasante gets onto you, that's a problem.
That's it. Yeah.
I don't know if Zerath can hold this. He's got to clear the minions.
Got 10 seconds on Thresh. Now 10 on Mordekaiser. About 20 on Ashe and Jarvan. I don't think Naughty Boys can end here. They can push. They can take inhibs. They might be able to get all three. Some nice dip, duck, dodge, and dodging of the... I said that wrong.
Dip, duck, dash, and dodging?
Abilities. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
Dip, duck, dive, and... Yeah.
Dude is one big thing. You just gotta let it rip.
100%.
So here's the bet. There is one major comeback mechanic that is in League of Legends, and that is an Elder Dragon, which is spawning in 35 seconds. If you flip an Elder Dragon and you're losing and you get it, all bets are off.
Absolutely. And yes, they're grabbing Baron right now, but honestly, if Naughty Boys gets this Baron, the smart thing to do is just... Well, I don't know if it's a smart thing to do. Starting up Elder.
You gotta go Dragon.
Yeah, which negates... Oh, but Rift Royals have got to get there. They've got to get there and set up.
Critically,
They've got some of it.
Naughty Boys did not take the third inhib, so it's not double supers pushing out on base.
No.
So they can't try to backdoor or something with
Papa
this Baron
Trey.
buff.
Look at Ezreal running here as well with Quaz too. You got to be careful fighting in this pit. Zerath is here, at least in ult range. That's Bildrak getting knocked back. That's actually really, really a bad situation. Papa Trey doing their best in the back line. They got to get those autos in, though, and the rest of Naughty Boys are here. The damage, it's palpable. 3 down. Bildrat fighting Zebra. Finally walked his way back into the fight. Massive Zelius shuffling forward, and you can just see the damage on the Qs right there. But even Zerath getting 2 abilities off. That's 75% of the health, and that's very likely going to be the game.
That's game. They bail off with the dragon. They don't need it. Who needs a dragon when you've got 2 waves, or 2 lanes of waves and a Baron buff pushing in what is essentially an open nexus with only turrets up, inhibs down. It's done. Game 1, phenomenal performance from Naughty Boys. Both teams, Rift Royals kept it in there for a while, but Naughty Boys did such a good job of getting ahead early, using their advantages to snowball, and just putting their foot on the gas until the game ends.
Absolutely. Boy, another fun spectator bug. I don't have a continue button. It's just the next. This is a fun new one. Look in there. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
That's interesting.
Alt F4 that.
Yeah, maybe. Let's just exit the game. Weird client.
Wacky and weird stuff.
Wacky, weird, and wild. Wild, a perfect descriptor for the game that we just saw. Absolutely buck wild. Let's just peek at these damage charts. No surprise, Ezreal top in the charts. Something notable though is, you know, if we're just theorizing here, you know, if Ezreal doesn't have such a pop-off game, damage charts pretty close across the board otherwise, and it just goes to show. I mean, look how well PP Bears played. Kid played out of his mind, had an absolutely amazing game.
A lot of damage.
Let's get into it. Oh, you can sort alphabetically. Spectate, sending you an invite as well.
Thank you.
Actually,
game lobby's full.
Yeah. Actually, just keep watching on Discord. That doesn't really matter too much. I'm gonna send you
that's
the.
Cool. I guess I don't need to feel like a part of something.
I think
Don't sweat it.
I think it's dangerous if you get complimented too much. I've long said that.
That's right, actually.
Okay.
I am, however, you're gonna have to DM me the
Already did it, baby.
draft link.
Already did it. I'm on top of it.
I don't believe you. Where? Prove it. Where is it?
It's in your pocket. Look behind you.
You sent it in League?
Okay, they have switched sides here.
All right. It's loser's choice for side. So Rift Royals have decided that red side is the spice, and that spice is nice.
Ain't that the truth? Just trying to select this logo over here, moving them around. Okay, all right, I'll invite you. You can be a person. Come on in.
No, I don't want to. No.
DGZ Records, thank you so much for being the newest investor in low budget LCS. Thank you so much for the follow. Mord kept his KD alive there at the end. Kind of the go for that.
Important.
Bildrat played out of their mind. Had a great game. Okay, we've got these bans coming through. Really, always curious to see how Game 1 affects Game 2. We've got a Samira, Kindred, and a Ziggs being banned so far. Do you think Rift Royals should ban anything from what they last saw? Or should they say, hey, sometimes shit happens, people get ahead.
They could, but that felt like a shit happens game. Yeah, they give the Ezreal ban. That's fine. The Jarvan ban is smart too, because that's a really great, just sort of B1 pick. But yeah, the Ezreal ban is smart. He popped off on it, but I actually think that for the most part, that was a shit happens game. I think that they snowballed it not off of the champions, but the way that they played. I don't necessarily think that Ezreal is integral to that style, but he's good with it. He's really good with it. And,
totally.
And it makes sense as a respect ban.
100%. And they don't want to see that Jarvan played against them. seems like.
No, Jarvan is so strong. I mean, you even saw that in some of the fights where they were down thousands of gold and he's diving in, living for a while and almost killing the carry.
Totally.
So having him off the table in an even game is smart. I do think we will see I mean, like I was mentioning, after this patch, I wouldn't be surprised if there are nerfs to Jarvan or some sort of tuning, because he's going to be just picked all over the place. Annie is so interesting.
My curiosity is piqued.
Something like this always makes me feel like this is someone's like pocket picker one trick.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's never, Annie's one of those champions where it's never bad, right? But because it's a fairly limited kit, and it's very reliant on a lot more setup than you probably want on a champion in a game. It's not as reliable as some other mid laners who can do much more consistent damage. So when you see someone who picks Annie, it usually is someone who has sort of mastered that champion. Because it's never like sometimes it's really strong, but it just is always sort of even and solid. So
and Alistar too.
Yeah, they're looking. It looks like they're trying to do what I would always recommend teams do, especially in these kinds of situations where you are maybe a newer team or you're getting your feelers out there, figuring out how you're gonna play and what's going on. Especially if you've lost a game in a best of 3, is grabbing a wombo comp. There's no issues in my book about picking engagey, wombo-y damage comp. Alistar Annie is a nasty combo.
And I mean, Rift Royals have played together for a long time. They know how to play together. We saw that in those team fights. So just grabbing something like this that's just like, let's just dump it all onto them.
Yeah. And sometimes when you're down in a series, it's really nice to have that sort of back to basics thing, right? You have such a clear line to win that you can think about other stuff. You don't have to constantly try to like solve a shifting puzzle. You can just say, okay, that fight went well, let's do it again. Or, oh, that fight didn't go well, let's make sure we're just womboing.
What do you think about the Ivern?
Play style. Ivern is good. It was banned last game. It's one of the shifts in bans that they gave up to ban this Ezreal, and picking it makes me think that they were right to ban it in the first game and possibly wrong to let it through this game. We'll see how it goes. I think Ivern's pretty good right now. They have the Tristana Kai'Sa picks, which Ivern couples really well with. Tristana is going to go mid lane. Been a pretty strong mid laner. Matchup dependent. I have always loved playing Tristana mid lane. I think it's always been a pretty good mid laner. So I'm wondering how it does. They did blind it, though they do see now that it's against Annie. Because they first picked blinded a mid lane, though it could, I guess, be flexed to ADC, though you don't really see a lot of Tristana's ADC now. It allows for a kind of weird... So normally the meta for pick ban is you see jungler, ADC support, and then you save, counter picks for solo lanes if you can. But they rip that bandit off right away. So we see an interesting smattering of picks and the order that they're being picked. So Rengar comes out after 10 champions have been banned, and 3 have been picked. We see Rel coming out now, so it's going to be Rel Kai'Sa, which is really strong. Ornn being hovered, locked in. So we have Ornn, Ivern, Tristana, Kai'Sa, Rel for Naughty Boys. Let's see what
so curious about this Rengar. More bushes around with the Ivern, giving them more jump-off points. I mean...
Rengar is one of those champions that sometimes is a little too cutesy, but also sometimes you're like, oh my god.
100%.
And you see a lot of Rengar coupled with Ivern because Rengar jumps out of bushes and Ivern makes bushes. So whether they're on the same team and they can coordinate, or whether they're on different teams and the Rengar sort of takes away from Ivern's strengths, it can sometimes work really well, and sometimes you're like, that's a cute idea, but it didn't work. So I'm curious to see how Rift Royals play it, because when it works, it works. I think the Ornn was a really nice pick into the Rengar, as was the Rel, because it adds another layer of tankiness and peel to stop this assassin.
Yeah.
I also think the Gwen was a great pick after the Ornn. I don't know.
Z4XTTV. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. Saying, hey guys, hey, what's up? What's up with you? We've got this draft locked and loaded. I'm going to start our prediction so you can try and earn your schmeckles back. Maybe risk a fortune that you just created.
If you followed my tips.
If you followed Bigfoot's tips. Exit sacks. Very nice. Let's see. Moving around.
See some folks in chat here. Annie is mad good versus Trist. Yeah, Annie is a good pick into Tristana. Tristana's whole thing is, it's not cheesy, but they have a fairly one-note kind of mid-lane strategy, which is they jump on you and they blow up a bomb and then you die. Annie stops that. When Trist jumps in, Annie can stun. And then Trist doesn't get to ever finish their bomb. So it is a bit of a nice pick. But, you know, I've seen a lot of drafts. I've been a part of a lot of drafts. And getting a really nice counter pick like that works a lot of the time. But just as often, it doesn't work, right? Just as often you see this really great on-paper counter pick, and then all of a sudden 6 things you didn't account for that happen outside of your lane happen, and it doesn't really matter. But it is something to keep an eye on that Annie is very good against Trist. Something like the Rengar in the bushes is another one of those things to keep an eye on, right? It's one of those things that if it works, it looks sick, and it's awesome, and it's enormous, wrinkly, big brain. And then sometimes just factors that aren't even connected to those things happen, and it doesn't work.
Raised Cold, hello, welcome, come on in and warm up. I see Kagrin redeemed a caster compliment. Now, Kagrin, caster compliment, of course, we're gonna level a compliment at you. And I just gotta say, at the very least, your generosity with your time to spend some of that with us tonight, we appreciate. Of course, that was my compliment. Bigfoot now is going to give you a compliment that is indicative of your real life and things that are 100% going on.
Who am I complimenting?
Kagrin?
Oh, Kagrin.
Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations on your promotion.
Oh,
that you
how
got
did I forget
recently.
that? Congratulations.
So deserved.
Incredible.
You
What
worked
industry does Kagrin
so
work in
hard.
again?
Say that again.
What industry does Kagrin work in again? Of course, you were just talking to me about it.
Well, they were a low level, but now they're a mid-level employee at a steel refining company.
Wow, where they refine theft techniques?
Conglomerate.
Where they refined theft techniques and they pass them on to sort of national corporations, sort of spy agencies, a lot of geopolitical stuff.
You remember
Do not get on Kagrin's bad side.
Crash? You remember 08?
Was that Kagrin?
That was not him, but it was his company. His mentor, who actually just put in the good word that let him get promoted, was the mastermind behind that whole thing.
Wait, I just want to get this right or wrong.
Organization.
I want to really be confident about this. Is Kagrin responsible or not responsible for the 2008 housing crisis?
Not responsible.
Not responsible. Okay.
Not responsible.
Okay. All right. This is good.
Well, hang on.
Wait.
Let me do some math.
Okay. All right. Dude, did you watch The Big Short?
Yeah, I showed it to my fiance, who had never seen it before the other day.
Oh.
I love The Big Short. I've seen it like a dozen times.
It's so good. It makes me really sad.
Yeah. It's infuriating.
Luffy, way more mileage on a caster compliment over making someone. Hey man, everybody's got their own style. Kagrin, well, I know what job industry I go into next, I guess. Fuck. Kagrin might have been responsible for the 2008.
Yeah, you didn't let me finish doing all my numbers.
Sorry.
It said he might be.
I heard you doing math loudly.
It said, my first calculation said no, but I ran the numbers again. I checked my math, which you're supposed to do, right? That's good practice for math. You do the math equation, and you do it backwards to check you did it right. Didn't do it entirely right. Ran it again. Came out as a maybe.
Came out as a maybe. Well, all about that maybe math.
Maybe math.
Maybe math? Hey, it might be.
what I work at a school, and that's what we do for the schedules. The kids never know what classes they're going to. It's just like maybe this, and they show up to the room, and then they figure out what it is that day. Maybe it's math, maybe science.
Well, there's only one way to find out, and that is to watch this game of League of Legends. Game 2.
Hear that? Kids who are starting school this week, if you want to know what classes you're going to, you gotta watch this game of League of Legends, and stay tuned for after the match so we can show you your class schedules and your homeroom.
We don't talk about it a lot, but we do that. We do that for a lot of schools. You know, in the most schools in the Midwest, and you know,
couple schools in the Southeast.
Yeah, of course, and also
and then that one school in the Pacific Northwest.
Right. Well, we specialize in fuck, were you at Tiny Hands' house when we were watching the mid Southern Invitational for wrestling or something? And it's like specifically Louisiana and Missouri.
Nope.
I forget what region that's called. Anyways, it's 2 states, according to whatever thing we were watching. That's not here or there. Kagrin might have been involved in the housing crisis. Might have been involved in ruining Botliners' lives in Economy League. Has to do with any type of economy. I'm lurking somewhere, it seems. That's true. That's just facts. We did the math. I just got a text from a friend. It's the Mid-South. The Mid-South is the league, are the 2 states, Missouri and Louisiana, if you were curious. Oh, and Toku, in territory system Mid-South, also included Memphis. Oh, interesting.
Just Memphis.
Memphis.
Not the other things around Memphis.
Which is
in
in Tennessee. Dude, this League of Legends spectator client, folks, I cannot tell you.
I just quit spectating. I'm going to watch through your Discord, but it seems like yours is also exploding.
It's a fucking nightmare. But of course, why would they try to hone the spectating aspect of their game?
Well, it's, again, right, it's open early access, so we can, I'm just going to shoot them a quick little feedback here. Your client is ass send.
Okay.
Should be fixed any day now.
Should be fixed any day now. Well...
no.
Hold on. Okay, that's
Good news.
something.
Good news. Zelius is wearing the best Tristana skin, in my opinion, or one of the best.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Really excellent.
It's
one.
fantastic.
Great. The spooky one is good too.
Astronaut Ivern though, god damn it, I fucked up the thing. Hey, don't even worry about it, guys. Don't even.
I'm worrying about it.
Don't even worry about it.
I'm actively.
Don't even worry about it. Uh-oh. Hey guys, there's a small to medium chance that just everything collapses. The economy, the other stuff. Why would it pause here? Why would it pause for no goddamn reason? Okay. Time controls. Sorry, it's hard to hold back our fury. God damn it, I forgot to fucking change and do all of the things. Okay.
Wouldn't worry about it.
Should I do this? I should do this. I should tab out and do this. Right, guys? Okay, perfect. I'm gonna do it. Anyways, look at this movie magic. This is pretty high quality. Bigfoot, you wanna share a great anecdote for the people at home?
A great anecdote? What if I just shared a good anecdote?
I'll take a medium one.
Great. Medium anecdote. Today I went to the gym. Right? And I posted this in a personal Discord because it blew my mind. So I'm at the gym, and I'm working out, and I'm in between sets. And obviously when you're in a gym, you hear music being pumped through the speakers in the gym. And all of a sudden, I'm hearing 2 songs playing at once. And my first thought is, because I couldn't imagine the alternative being true, my first thought was, oh, did they mess up their speaker system? And then I realized that there's a guy behind me on a different machine who has a Bluetooth speaker set up and is just playing music for everyone in the weight room.
That's insane.
Without headphones, pretty loud. And
that's crazy.
Add insult to injury, as people are kind of like looking around, like there's a general vibe of like,
we're back, but I do want to hear the rest of this.
There's a general vibe of like, what's going on? And then all of a sudden, the most insulting possible thing happens, which is a Spotify ad comes on. This man is not only playing music for everyone.
Hold on, Bildrat and Tarded finding themselves in a fight right here. Okay, they're going to back off, low health bars. Okay.
To do that without paying for Spotify Premium is fucking psychotic.
That's wild.
To do it in the first place is problematic, but with ads? Are you kidding me?
Another pause. We're going to see if this results in a kill.
The story I just told.
That's true. That is what... Oh, a jump forward. Camera doesn't want us to see that, though. Good headbutt away from Desired here. Bildrat quite low in the health bar. Zebra walking up. I do not know how Bildrat's going to get out of this. Tried to go for that kill right there. He knows now he's got an enemy in front of him. He's weaving forward. He's getting these autos in. Trying to go for that kill. One more auto does it. Oh, my God. A one-for-one trade.
Yeah, that's huge. That is enormous.
That's
Bildrat
massive.
is going to be thrilled.
Dude, Bildrat really making a name for themselves.
And that name is Bildrat.
And that name is Bildrat.
You forget it. Rengar invading. Rengar doing the annoying thing into Ivern, which is taking the jungle that you started. So he's going to take what seems to be the entire bot side of Ivern. Tristana now sees it. So Zelius is walking down. Rengar's gonna get this red buff. He might need some help from his laners to get out. He's sitting in the bush. Oh, this is a little greedy. Tristana does have to go back to lane, but now he can get collapsed on. So Rengar is out of position. He's in the bush. He's waiting. He's kiting the camps back and forth and back and forth. Ivern walking around, coming for the gank. Rengar
Look at this. Look at this happening right here. They are going to engage, but Kingslayer's on the way. Is going to get caught up by this ward. I don't know if they're going to be up far enough for Kingslayer to actually be able to do something with it.
His presence is enough for them to have to back up, and that is so huge for Kingslayer.
Massive.
And Rift Royals, because now he's going to get 3 quad. He already has twice Ivern's farm. Ivern doesn't have a camp to take. There's nothing he can get right now, and Rengar has a full quad.
Quaz engaging right here onto the Alistar. Papa Trey's got to find angles to weave these autos in.
The remnants of those bushes are going to be pretty annoying. Here comes Zebra onto Rift.
Oh,
just
CC
misses,
doesn't land.
Matter.
Zelius doesn't want to jump in there, and reasonably so.
It would have been on cooldown. Oh, I can't click it at Discord. I just tried to click the Tristana and I minimized.
Hilarious. Bildrat right here. A level up. This is a much stronger start here for the Rift Royals.
Yes, significantly. I mean, this time last game, I think Ezreal already had a kill. So
100%. Nice by Desired right there, knocking Quaz back. They don't want any engage to go, you don't want any segment of CC to go unanswered, right? You want to be able to do something. You don't want them to have their cake and eat it too, where they just get to do anything they want unpunished.
It needs to be a back and forth, a call and response.
100%. Stick a Mythia.
What?
Now Dragon is up. Teleport coming in. That's just going to be Annie. Yeah, I mean,
these comps do not want early.
No,
right?
no.
Last comp, it was pretty. Jarvan, Poppy, those are junglers that can scrap early. Rengar, Ivern don't really want to do that.
Yeah, that is absolutely the truth. Look at Kingslayer right here.
This is a really good lane.
Really good lane king.
Oh, he's baiting.
Gonna get knocked up. Absolutely. He's going quite low though, and Zebra's here as well. It's actually pretty dangerous. Bildrat gonna get the kill. Does it on his own. Doesn't even need the help. Wait, look at Papa Trey right here. Straight up. Wait a second. That was a good jump back forward. Zelius going forward as well. Good knockback from Desired. Dude, Papa Trey is fearless. We saw this on the Ashe too. Absolutely frontlining it, and they're not afraid to smack you around.
This is something that you see in all leagues, but something that I especially like to see in Executive. These are players who are a little bit better, right? This is our highest ranked league. These are players who play at a higher level And when a team is down a game, especially when you just lose the first game in a best of 3.
Wraith in a little bit of trouble right here. Look at
counter
Zebra
punch.
coming around on the backside. They're going to make a run for it. The camera's cut away. Look at what Quaz is doing right here. They're both backing. Actually interrupts that. That was blind. There's no ward in that river. That's a flash forward. Desire's in a lot of trouble. Papa Drake trying to do at least a 1-for-1. Oh my god, one more auto onto PP Bears will do it. But the spectator client has paused. Okay, one more auto onto Quaz should do it. There it is, a 1-for-1. Supports trading.
Yeah.
That's great. That's exactly where they need to be.
Both teams are going to be happy with, but Caitlyn wants that more because they are such a stronger presence in the lane at this point in the game. They are a lane bully. They like getting that early gold. Kai's going to like it later, but Caitlyn likes it now. But like I was saying, right? It's great.
Look at this, Zelius going right in. That's going to be the ult being dropped into 1v1. It looks like Annie's got the edge. Okay, Kingslayer coming up here in the top lane, a 2v1. This is Rift Royals finding advantages all over the map where they can. Target going quite low, has to run, but Desired is here. Just gets the assist. Oh, the flash forward from Wraith, and they're definitely going to trade their life for it. No way that they get out of this one. He says, Caster cursing them.
No, he's going to get out, but honestly, that's super worth. He gets the enemy mid laner and then is stuck in a place where obviously he's going to die, but you don't really care if gold goes on Ivern or Rel, right? If it was a 1-for-1 trade with the mid laner, you're
totally.
Tristana got 300 gold.
You just took it away from Tristana.
As good. Yeah, and you got 300 yourself. And this is what I was talking about before, and I don't remember who said something in chat, but they were absolutely right. Like, this is why the Annie matchup is so good in Tristana, because Tristana, if they want to solo kill you, they have to be in range of all of your abilities, especially your Tibbers stun.
100%. So Zebra's going to come around.
Forward and got almost wiped.
Look at this. Desired right in the right spot. Going to get some CC. That is going to be the ult for Ivern, and a good CC there from Ivern as well. Desired does not have ult. That's going to be a flash over the wall. Quaz really going for it. Kingslayer. Oh, there it is. Kingslayer in some trouble. A lot of damage from Zelius right here. A good flash for the wall from Kingslayer. That will be the Alistar getting taken out. Yeah, they give it to Trist.
The Herald after.
But honestly, with the amount of collapsing that was going on, they're probably happy that that was just a 1-for-0 instead of a 2-for-0.
Yeah, Tristana could have gotten both. That's dangerous.
The jump in Quaz here as well. Everyone's rotating around. Wraith in a lot of trouble here. There's the Ignite going to the second W from Zelius.
Yeah, it does get the reset there. I don't know if Annie I don't think Annie had Tibbers there. Yeah, it's just a sliver up. 10 seconds later, that fight goes way differently, but it was really nicely
this
timed.
is an interesting fight that's breaking out. Bildrat has a lot of damage. He's going to jump in. That's a massive knock-up, and there it is. Kingslayer goes down. Bildrat gets another kill. Honestly, probably has to keep fighting. Desired goes in for the kill. Whoa, hold on. Does he go down? Zelius does go down. Bildrat, too, going quite low right here. There's the Caitlyn ult being shot. Not enough to get a kill, but that was
crazy.
Dude, that was 3 tiny fights happening all like within enough of a distance that they could have been one fight, but they were not. They were all distinct and separate. Gold now 100 in favor of the Naughty Boys. I mean, pretty wild.
Yeah, and the Naughty Boys are now up gold. This is
going in the direction that they want it for sure. Papa Trey gets a plate. That's pretty nice. It's going to even it out just a little bit. But we're seeing, that early advantage was coming from Desired roaming around the map, right? Finding a couple of different angles. And then we see Quaz start to roam, right? And they're saying, okay, we're saying fuck the whole laning thing. That's fine. We're going to make things happen anywhere we can. And now we've got to wait and see what the Rift Royals response is going to be. Great Rift Herald charge. And we've got a lane swap. We've got Annie in the bot lane against Kaisa. And that's the other kind of interesting thing. Oh, Zebra's really looking for something.
Yeah,
nice.
Done. Wraith has some damage.
Dude, that was pretty impressive.
Ooh.
Kingslayer right here. They're going to find both of them. Desired looking to run around as well. Level 6. Pretty important on that Alistar. Now, Bildrat got a kill, but also died. But Ornn, 3-3-0, right? Not a bad place. Starting to catch up. Let's tab and look at this gold here.
Scale, right? Naughty Boys scale better.
Yo, Ornn actually is up gold.
Yeah.
Definitely the place you want to be.
Nice.
This is a great rotation.
Onto the turret.
But look where Quaz is. Look where Zelius is. They're looking for angles. They're going to get that plate. Wrath has to back up. Ornn coming from behind, too. A big Annie ult should do it, but that's only going to hit one target. Kingslayer is going to go down, and now they're going to turn onto the Annie, isolating her from the fight, and now it's just Desired and Papa Trey also stuck against the wall. Wraith on the run, lasting for a long time, but they do go down in the end. And I don't think that Papa Trey and Desired can actually 2v5 these guys.
They absolutely cannot.
He's going to go back in just to buy some time, but he is going to go down in the very end, and that's going to be the mid tower falling shortly after that. Papa Trey will make it out.
Yeah, everything falling apart there for Rift Royals. It was so close, and now all of a sudden we see Naughty Boys just running away with it again in the early to mid game. That was a huge fight for them. Annie not quite able to get the ult they want off. Zelius is executing.
That was amazing, actually. The fact that he got the execute off before the Caitlyn ult went off, really good.
Yeah. I think it would have been better if he just walked away, but Caitlyn doesn't giggle. So.
Yep, that's something.
Yeah.
Was it on purpose? Was it a mistake? We'll never know.
Who's to say? Did he disconnect? Did his client crash? We'll never know.
Okay, no dragon on the table just yet. We've got...
But there are... Yeah, we're not... I mean...
These are late dragon takes. Second dragon spawning at you know, almost 20 minutes is... What is it going to spawn at 17 minutes or so, so... Neither team really rushing for these neutrals. But that's the sort of jungle matchup that we see in this game. The Rengar and the Ivern would rather gank lanes than take neutrals at that point in the game. They don't really have that kind of damage, that kind of pressure.
Desire just roaming around, bopping people on the nose.
The other cool thing about...
Ooh, Bildrat taking a lot of damage from Ornn.
Fight happen in the mid lane soon, too.
Ornn's assassin stats starting to come online right here. Here's the ult from Gwen, but that I don't think is going to be enough. Gwen is immune. Let's see the flash forward. That's the ghost being popped. They are getting all the way back to the tower, but Tardit gets it with the breath.
Nice play. Nice play.
Very nice play. Very nice play. Quaz looking for something right here. Papa Trey is going to be the target of it. Nice. Alistar tries to get in there. A good flash away from Papa Trey, interrupting PP Bears. But PP Bears, even well exhausted, has a lot of damage and the benefit of another player. But that is going to be evening it. It's a 2v2 now, though. Health bars are pretty low. And Ivern is just such a pest sometimes. Look at this. Desire trying to bring them into range. Kingslayer is going to jump in at the last second right there. Wraith around as well. Just going to turn on to Quad's. Going to get that kill. Kingslayer now jumping on to the Ivern. These fights are long. And honestly, the back and forth is pretty wild. That was a 2 for 2, guys. Over the course of about 60 seconds.
Yeah. These teams are not shy about skirmishing, which makes it so much more fun to watch.
So and Zelius is flagging to us what his job is. It's not to fight. It's to take these towers out.
That's what I was going to say before the last 3 fights erupted, which is the other nice part about Tristana mid is that because you have another ADC to sit in the mid lane and farm and get strong and be around for team fights, you get to sit in the side lane, and Tristana takes turrets so goddamn fast.
Oh, yes.
So between the static shiv for the wave clear, which again I can't hover because I'm on Discord, which I just tried to. Between the static shiv for the wave clear and her bomb on the turrets, I mean these are gonna go down. It's too late now. It wasn't even to show the stream. It was just to make sure I got the name of the
just
item right.
Instinct.
I had that weird moment of panic of like, wait, they changed the icon. Did they change the name?
Right. No, 100%.
But they didn't. It's static shiv though. Yeah, but Tristana is a real nice side lane presence, and they're just slurping up all this gold. They're taking jungle camps, they're taking side waves, they're taking solo turrets. They have the most farm in the game. I wonder how much gold Tristana has. Could you give me a little...
Kingslayer getting engaged on by Tarded Bildrat though.
Jesus Christ.
Just Papa Trey. Papa Trey is definitely in the danger zone right now.
Good step back.
Very good step back. What'd you want to see?
How much gold Tristana had?
I'll show you. Yeah, there it is.
They are, they have 2k more than anyone else in the team.
That's a lot.
1,700 more than the next person.
Not gonna lie, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Rift Herald is almost certainly going to be the Naughty Boys. Let's see. Papa Trey and Desire. They've got to be careful.
Hungry for that gold.
They've got allies here. Look at that dodge. Oh my god, Papa Dre. That was incredible.
That was clean.
Damn, great foot movement there.
That ult's down for Dragon now.
Oh,
Backing does have
shit.
TP. The Dragon spawning. I mean, again, right, these Dragons are gonna not be probably the way that either of these teams win this game.
Teleport coming in. Wraith walking up. Very dangerous position to be in. That's some CC. Can they get the damage down? They are going to go in onto it. Whoa, they actually get get Kaisa. He was Ezreal last game. And look at this. Coming around the back. They're trying to look for the target. Holy shit. Kingslayer healing up to full, but that is so much damage. Bildrat now alone in the backline against this Zelius and Zebra, and jumping away. That last Q doesn't land. That's massive. Tarded though, getting a kill. Does he get out? Okay. Whew. That was. Oh.
Block.
Good block by Zebra.
Now is he crazy? Is he gonna go back in?
He's crazy.
He's crazy.
He's crazy for sure.
I know this boy. I've played a League of Legends with him before.
Oh, look at this over the wall. 100% called it.
Oh, it's gonna work too.
Let's see.
No,
they are kind of cut off.
Cowards.
I'll say this. Both of these teams like to play fast and loose with fight lines. It's wherever you are is where the fight is. Desired running up. Teleport coming in here. They really seem insistent on this fight. Papa Trey's got to be really careful because on the back line, ooh, Desired is taking a lot of damage right here. Wraith coming around. They're really trying to find something. They get in onto Zelius. They get the kill. They get another one. Oh my god, it worked. Rift Royals got what they wanted.
Yeah, that Rengar is still something you gotta respect. They have the Duskblade. The Annie's got some damage. That was a little risky from Naughty Boys instead of just resetting, and they take it in the teeth for it.
Oh, risky from Naughty Boys. I saw that as an extreme risky play from the Rift Royals, pushing their luck there. 2 people followed 3 people into the deepest, darkest pits of the jungle. Oh,
yeah, but the Naughty Boys didn't spend any of the gold they got at the last fight, and Rift Royals had come in hot and fresh. And
not Desired and Papa Trey, but I see what you're saying. Yes, they respond and ran to the fight. It was just one of those things where, like, if that engage works with Zelius and Quaz like jumping in on someone, it's just it could have been a nightmare. Everybody rolled the dice, and it just came up on the side of the Rift Royals. God, Zelius, though, is looking pretty terrifying. Rengar backing off here. Going up to support this top lane. Okay. Goodbye, turret? Do they go in on this? Oh, that was Quaz coming from behind.
Yeah.
Holy shit. A redeemed message and a subscriber, Little Robot Man. Thank you so much. LeChance Lixtos, what's up, dude? And of course, oh, hold on a second. Tower getting taken down right here. Tristana and Rift Herald is so massive. Look at that huge ult. 2 targets. Desired flashing over the wall, trying to get them away, but that's going to be Annie getting taken out right there. Desired is next. Even with the Alistar ult, it is just too much damage and another charge. Oh my god, did they get another one? 51 health.
Yeah.
51 health. They're going to try and take down... the 18 health. 18 health. Let's see. Can they get the next one? That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. They get it. Oh my god, wait a second. They actually get it and the tower goes down. Wait, and they get 2 kills. Oh my god, wait a second. They don't have a wave, but they are keeping them off. This could be it. Naughty Boys could just do it right now. I did not expect this to be the very end, but Zelius still lives, and the Nexus is open. Naughty Boys is just going for it. Getting down to half health. Wait a second. Wraith running forward. That's it. That's it. They do it. I did not expect it to end there.
What the fuck? Oh my god. Naughty Boys have a gear that they just hit there. That was wild.
Absolutely it was. Once again, this weird bug. This client wasn't doing this last week.
As intended.
God damn. All right. Oh, of course. You guys want to see how high we can get in the Rift? I mean, the fact is infinite. But look how fucking big this is. Wow. All right. Well, that was nuts. Let's see. Exit game. Okay.